What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. And this is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, the Couch Boys.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Yo.
David Peralta and Victor Castillo.
I'm back.
Gotta get him a write-up for all those times they didn't show up, you know?
I'm back.
And now let's introduce our guest this week. We have Chris Andaya in the house.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, actually.
Yeah, dude.
First time being on a podcast. I was really nervous coming over here, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
It's all good.
I was getting the nerves. I was like, fudge. I was like, what do I say?
All
I was like, what if I'm just quiet the whole time?
Nah, I think you'll be all right.
Chris, I heard when you were walking in, you said your nickname was Chino.
Yeah. A lot of like people from like Habra and Norwalk kind of know me as Chino, and Peak Skate Park in Buena Park. I don't know. A lot of people would just like call me Chino because I'm Chinese Filipino or Filipino Chinese. So like a friend of mine was like, I'm gonna call you Chino because Chai and then Ino for Filipino. So he's like, I'm gonna put it together, and he's like, you just look like a Chino to me. And I'm like, all right.
That's cool.
Cool with me. And then ever since then, it kind of stuck around, which is funny because I've always wanted a nickname.
That's cool.
For like the longest time.
Yeah,
so, like,
it's like sometimes you can't really give yourself one.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. And like once that happened and people started like, hey, what's your real name?
Yeah.
Like that was the cool part for me. It was like, yes.
Okay.
Like now it's stamped to me. Like that's my name.
That's cool. Chino.
So that was a really cool thing for me. But Chino.
For those that know him out there as Chino,
Chino.
This is Chris, everybody.
I won't lie, I thought you were Mexican the whole time.
Dude, I get that a lot, man.
You know how
honestly, I listen to a lot of Mexican music though.
Okay.
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I was just thinking it was like one of those Mexican names, you know how like the Mexican, hey, Chino, because you live Chino or something.
Hey, I have a brother named Chino, and they call him Chino because you know he's Filipino and stuff.
Yeah.
But he has curly hair, so Chino.
I got curly hair too. I don't want to take off my hat because it's nappy right now.
There you go, yes sir.
It's all good. All right. What city are you repping?
Right now I live in Southgate, but I was born and raised in La Mirada.
La Mirada?
Born in Carson, but raised in La Mirada basically my whole life until I moved out. So
okay.
Yeah, so I was a La Mirada loc for quite a while.
Okay. How did you start skating?
So in elementary school, when skateboarding kind of like became what it is now, I guess you can say.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the kids there were skating, and a lot of dudes that were on my block on Bora, they would skate too. So I'd always see them come up and down the neighborhood, and I'm like, Dad, I want one of those. And I didn't really know what it was. I was like, I wanted one of those.
Yeah.
And then when they started bringing like skateboards to school in elementary school at Foster Road, I was like, hey, can I try it? And kind of like, getting myself used to it and all. And then after school, I'd go to a program, kids club in Frontier. So I would go there and like I would try out their boards. And I don't know if you know him, Orlando Perales. He skates for Two Felons. He used to skate for Two Felons.
He used to skate for Two Felons.
Yeah, so he was one of the kids that was definitely like on the radar for most people. He was kind of like he knew how to kickflip.
Yeah.
Like he was like the first person I knew like you can do tricks like on those things like such as going up and down and doing jumps. What we used to call it before I knew it was an ollie. So I used to like, how do you jump? So then yeah, so like Orlando was one of those kids who was like, damn, he's good. Like he used to be able to kickflip like nothing, tray flip, pop shove it, do all this crazy stuff. And to me that was like I want to do that. Yeah. So I just remember like asking my mom like I want a skateboard. And like I said, I'm Filipino. So I'm from like Asian culture. So like things like that, like sports or like at the time skateboarding wasn't even considered a sport.
Right.
It was more just like an activity. Like at that time it was like no.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? No? Like you're gonna get hurt. Like you better if you're gonna do this, you're wearing pads and a helmet.
Okay.
If you're not wearing either of those, like you're not doing it at all. And then I was always like, come on, like please, like just let me do it. And then my mom asked my sister, take him to the store, get him a skateboard. But my first skateboard was a Hulk skateboard from Walmart.
Yeah.
So it was. I mean, I didn't know. It just
right.
It had four wheels and then it had.
Just happened to get. You're just happy to get.
Yeah,
a skateboard.
It was just a skateboard. Like, I didn't know. I didn't even know a skate shop existed.
It's like
an
initiation board, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you got to play with the toy first to see
exactly
if you really want to.
And I thought it was easy. I thought this I can grind like curbs and I can go up on rails and jump off roofs and stuff. And like as soon as I got on the board, and I was like, what am I doing? Like what is like how do you jump? Like how do you do this? Like how do you go off of this? How do you even ride? Because I was pushing Mongo for the longest. Like ever since high school, I was pushing Mongo.
Yep.
And so that was like my first board was that Hulk board. And then as time went by, like middle school came around, that's when I kind of started taking it a little bit more serious, when it kind of got more popular. Because biking too was really popular back in, I guess, my day. When
BMX.
BMXing was like, when BMXing became cool, it was like, okay, I want to do BMX now.
Yeah.
But then I kind of switched around skateboarding and BMXing. And then that's when I kind of figured out like family sports sold skateboards.
Right.
And I was like, dude, like,
that's right down the street from where you're at, right?
Yeah, so I was like, I could just get a board there. So my mom took me, and I remember like just getting like a whole black and white board. It was like the board, obviously, and then half of it was black, half of it was white. And then I was like, I want everything to match. So I had like these pig wheels that were black and white. So it was like half black, half white.
I remember those.
You remember those?
Yeah.
Those are sick. And then I don't know if you know Angus, that used to work there.
It kind of sounds familiar.
He was working there for like ever since they pretty much opened, but he was the one that set up my board for me and all. He was like, yeah, this is sick, dude. Like, here, you get these thunder trucks. Or no, they were like black and white thunder trucks.
Okay.
With like, I think like bones bearings, I think, or something like that. But they were like white. They had like the white shield. Okay. I was like, I just wanted everything just to match because I thought it was cool.
Heck yeah.
And then like, I remember like, I was like, let's go eat. I was like, okay. She was inside. I was outside skateboarding.
Yeah.
So I was just like in the parking lot, just going around because I was so excited. And I was like, this is a real board. Like,
what a difference, right? Than the first one?
Definitely. Yeah. And like being able to like know like the difference between like the real one and the fake one. Not necessarily fake, but you know, like toy ones, the beginner ones.
Right.
And then at like, you know, maybe like a few months, almost a year passes by, my brother bought me my first like pro board, which is a Baker Eric Ellington, the hammer board. So it was like gold foil with the hammer in the middle, and it had like those like spray painted kinda.
That's dope.
Like that board was like the coolest thing ever, because when I had it, everyone was like, oh, that's a sick board.
Yes.
Like it's gold. Like it was basically like that blind board right there, just
right like
Baker, you know. And it was like, dude, it was like the coolest thing ever. And then me being who I am, I spray painted it like black because I wanted to like customize it. So I thought it was cool. So I was like, I painted it all black.
You painted over the gold?
Painted over the gold, yeah. And then I got razor tailed like probably like a month in because I didn't know how to stop.
Okay, so you were just
you know, I mean, you know, basic kid, you know. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy how when you upgrade to that first pro board, you get like that feeling like where you're like, hell yeah, man, I'm gonna do all these tricks now because I got a real board. It like boosts your confidence to like a whole nother level.
Yeah, because when I got that board, I didn't know what Baker was. I didn't know who Eric Ellington was. Like, like I don't know what the hammer meant. So I went on YouTube, Eric Ellington.
Right.
I was like, what the heck is this? Like, this guy's insane. Like, I want to fall like that. Yeah, like that was my main thing, was like falling. Like, I love to fall.
It's crazy how that happens as you start watching skateboarding. Like you see like a cool fall. Like I remember I always seen the pros, like they would slide down the stairs because they would fall before, and I was like, I always want to be like that.
Like Ali Bolala.
Yeah.
Like, he was the first like, you know, like Jaws to me. Yeah. Because he did that 25 stair, and he effed up his body like pretty heavy. So it was just like, dang. Like,
but it's crazy because they know how to fall too. Like most of them, as long as they didn't get twisted like a pretzel.
See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that there were certain ways to fall. I just thought you just fall.
Yeah,
like you fall. There's no kicking out. There's no like, hey, roll over, land on your shoulder. It was just if you're gonna eat shit, you're gonna eat shit. You're gonna eat shit. Yeah. And that's it. Yeah, like, that's all you're gonna do.
Hey, did you guys ever hear about that rumor? Or I don't know if it was a rumor, but I think it was true. Like how skateboards have 7 layers. That's how you could tell if it was fake or real. Like going back to the topic of fake or real, like because other boards were like they only had 3 layers of like 3 layers, but they were all thick, you know. But then like the real board, they were like 7 layers, you know, like you could see on the side of the board the layers.
Like compared to like a Walmart board or compared to a real board.
Honestly, I think that's really true. Because now when you look at a Walmart board or Target board, you can just tell like how you can. I mean, obviously compared to like a board that you have back here,
right?
You'll see the layers and all.
Right.
But with those, it's like.
And then usually the edges aren't like rounded. You know,
exactly.
like you look at this board and it's all perfectly rounded and shaped nicely.
It was like just put it together and just like wrap it up, take it to the store. And...
Me personally, that's how I heard about that, and I started checking out every board, and that's how I started finding out what board was real, and then you know.
So they start there counting layers. One, I think that's a second layer.
Yeah, that's how I found
hey, it's
out,
missing a layer. This is fake. I want my money.
Or it's not blue.
It depends. I mean, I don't know if skate shops were carrying anything fake, but like if you go to Big Five or like Target or something, Yeah. But I heard Greg Lutzka was actually making some decent Walmart boards now.
So Tony Hawk just got his board into Walmart too.
Yeah, he was like comparing his to Tony Hawk's, and he said his is a little bit better. For entry level for skateboarding, like if you want to get for your kid, like if you want to start, I know you have kids.
I mean, Birdhouse boards were like back then. They were kind of like the Walmart board. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, they're not as what it is today. Like they changed up Birdhouse like completely. But before, if you see Birdhouse, it was just like that was like your beginner stage like board. Like to me, when I saw Birdhouse, because it was Tony Hawk.
Right. So
it was like Tony Hawk because it was just like. Yeah, everyone knows Tony Hawk.
Yeah, he's on the video game.
Yeah, exactly.
Of
Which
course
he has honestly the best video games ever.
Yeah.
Dude, like I work, my coworkers, they know I skateboard, so like, hey, Tony Hawk. That's all the only skateboard they know, Tony Hawk, so they call me Tony Hawk.
Yeah, I mean that was the first. Yeah, him and Bucky Elastic were like the two main like skaters to me, who I just knew. Like if I just heard those names, I was like,
they were always running doubles at X Games.
They were that exact. That's why I always like was really fond of them, because it was just like, dude, these two are like, they put on a show. Like they know what they're doing. Like Bucky Elastic was just insane. Like he was just like his hair was crazy. His style was like amazing. And then
he's
Tony Hawk
still
over
amazing,
here.
dude.
Yeah, he's still killing it.
It's a trip how he does that whole rally race. He went from skating to straight just rally racing now, and every now and then he skates still.
Like Danny Way too.
Yeah.
Like Danny with the Mega Ramp. Like that was a game changer for X Games and all. Was that in X Games?
Yeah.
It was X Games, right? Okay, yeah. So like Danny Way. And then I met him at Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach?
Yeah, at the U.S. Open. He was a really cool guy. I think he was with his daughter.
What year was that one?
2016.
Oh, because we were working the 2021 when we got the passes and we were interviewing the pros at the U.S. Open.
I think so.
I think you were there too, Skate Show.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, what year was that?
Do
you remember?
I think it
was before COVID or after.
That was the years we made that was the years we made the voiceovers with the pros.
Yeah,
he was sitting behind me. It was funny. My buddy was like next to me. He like turns around. He's like, "Hey, that's Daniel Way." And I was like, "Oh, Danny, what's up?"
He's
like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Cool dude, huh?
He's really nice. I didn't want to take a picture, but I was just like, I wanted to, but I didn't. Cause, we were watching the contest. So it was just like, cool, man. He was Danny Way, like sweet. But I met a bunch of skaters there. I got Jaws' board. He gave me he threw a board. I'm on Thrasher, so I put it that way. So there's a picture of me wearing like a Nuggets jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm like holding like Jaws' board like up in the sky like this.
That's so
sick.
Because he threw the board in the stands.
Yeah.
And it was me and then my buddy Christian and his little brother Charlie, and we all went for that board.
Right.
But I had grip of it, and there's this one dude was next to me. He was like trying to like rip it out of my hand. So in the video, you can see his little brother like jump in and like go over the dude and like yank the board like from him, and like it like scraped his knee. Like the grip tape scraped his knee, and he was like pissed the whole time.
Oh.
Like he kept looking at me like side eyeing me. But I mean, I was just so like excited, like I got a board.
Hey,
yeah.
And then
what happens, man. They toss boards out.
Yeah, and then Jaws came to the stand. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need that back, like before we leave, but I'll give it back to you."
Okay.
But he didn't end up advancing to the next round, so he just like left.
Oh.
So I ended up keeping it, and then I took a picture.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And he commented on that picture. He was like, "Don't sell that board. Like, don't do anything to it." And I was like, "I got you. I still have it too." No,
that's
do I still have it? No, you know what? I think I gave it to. I gave it to someone. I gave it to one of the dudes that was there with me because he needed a board. And I was like, "Here, just take it." Yeah. Sorry, Jaws. If you're watching this, sorry. I had to. I felt bad.
And I think Jaws.
It was like a 3-in-1. So it's like I get it, you get it, and he gets it.
I think Jaws would improve because it went out to a good cause. You gave it someone who needed a board.
Yeah.
And then they're skating thanks to Jaws.
Yeah, it was insane because it's like how the board was kind of like a frisbee.
Oh,
and
what?
You just kind of like saw it like getting close to you, and I just reached out and I happened to grab it.
Dang.
But obviously there was like more people around me.
So the board was spinning at you like a.
The way he threw it was like.
Whoa, that's scary.
Threw it like that.
Oh my god.
That could have gone wrong in so many ways.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
It was funny because I remember like when
you tossed the board like.
Yeah, but he like chucked it
because he was excited about his run.
Yeah. Okay. I think he knew he wasn't gonna advance. But he was told like, hey, you might. If this guy doesn't
he said,
do
I
good,
might need that back.
Yeah, so he came up to the sense like, yeah, I'm gonna need that back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, and then never saw him.
When you give me another complete, you get.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jaws, man. But it's a trip, dude. Like I tripped out because when I seen him, he was at what is it? It was a skate shop in Long Beach, pharmacy.
Okay.
And he showed up there. Boo Johnson was there, and Jaws rolls up in a Bentley, dude. I'm like, what the heck, dude? How much money you got?
It's definitely something he would do.
I'm like, he comes out looking like, skaters don't really look like they got Bentley money, Yeah. But I was like, all right,
House
dude.
is paying him well, man.
They must be doing well. Yeah.
House is
and they're saving money. I'm sure he's mostly in Arizona, right?
He stays
cost of living
Arizona.
is a little cheaper, I'm sure.
Yeah, but last time we went to AZ for Phoenix Am, he popped up and hung out with us because we were on that footprint tour with them.
Yeah.
I think he has a house across the street from his parents.
Yeah,
that's badass.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, those insoles were sick.
Yeah,
those are a game changer, man.
Oh, hi, yeah.
Those things are a game changer.
I got them in every pair of shoes.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Dude, I had his and Mike Mo's.
Yeah.
When he was like on Footprint for like I think a little bit, if I'm not truly mistaken.
Yeah, he was on there.
Was he on? He was on it, right? Because I know I had Jaws because it had the shark on it, and like I had like my first set like I got from like some dude, and then I skated La Habra. I ollied the bank like that. The quarter on the right side, I ollied that like 3 times and like I didn't feel anything.
That's cool.
Like it was like the best feeling ever. And then I had like the Mike Mo DCs when he was on DC. So already like that was already like impact protected.
Yeah.
On top of the Jaws, it was just like.
So you had good.
It's like when you land, it was like you didn't feel anything. Like if anything like came to your knees.
That's cool.
But yeah, my feet were definitely.
Those things work good, man.
Yeah, they were sick.
Shout out Footprint, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys know who Jeff Wan's song is?
Oh
yeah,
the Chaser.
He was there. Yeah, he was at La Habra and he was getting a lot of heat from the locals there.
Really?
Yeah, dude. He did like a triple flip off the quarter, and then like La Habra looks, they could be.
I guess
they could be rowdy sometimes, but. I knew all the locals, so like I knew how they were already. Yeah. So when he pulled up, like I think he took like a video for like promote his like thing. Yeah. They were like kind of like yelling in the back, like get the F out of here. Like,
that's messed up.
You know what I mean? Like, and then he was like skating whatever and do another trick, land it correctly, because you know how he lands, he kind of lets the board just fall and then he'll land on the board. So I think that one thing he always got heat for was like the way he landed. Dude, but I mean. I kind of do a triple flip off a quarter.
He's out there doing his thing, you know?
He does some pretty crazy tricks. Like, sometimes when people talk smack to him like that, I'm like, I want to see you go up there and attempt to do that.
Like, I trip out because he's like a nice person, character, cool but like his skating, guy. Like, that's his style. Like, that's his bag of tricks, like... Some people might not like the tricks he does, like the way he does it. Other people do. Yeah. But who cares? You don't gotta go and talk smack. Like keep your opinions to yourself.
He was getting a lot of heat because it was Jeff Wan's song, so he was taking Day One songs like.
Well, I think his friends gave him that nickname.
Yeah. Because he was kind of having that like aesthetic of skate, not necessarily, but like he would the way he skated was like his own way, but it was still like. insane, like just like how Day One's is.
I mean, I don't think there is a right or wrong way to skate, right?
No.
That's
one thing I definitely learned growing up, dude.
Like, shout out Jeff. We actually had him as a guest, and he talks about like how he got the name. He talks about all this, like what we are just talking about.
Oh no way!
Check it out.
Dude, shout out, no.
Shout out Jeff.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was part of that like wagon of like talking smack, but like that was my young stupid self, like just kind of like flowing with.
Once you get a little older, you start understanding, and you're like, you know what, like. No, not everybody paints, the same. Nobody draws the same. So it's same thing with skating, man.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of the Habra locals didn't like me either because all I would ever do was front board on the rail.
Okay.
That was like my one trick. That's what I was known for. It's like, oh, here's Chris. He's just going to skate the rail and just do a front board.
Did they ever say, when you said you pushed Mongo,
I stopped pushing Mongo like when I took skateboarding serious back in high school.
Okay, so you didn't have to get the...
No, I didn't get... I actually was pushing Mongo when I started going to La Habra though. Okay. So I was getting some heat for that. Some heat.
No, Mongo pushes for life.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I tried it yesterday. Like I was just on a board like cruising. Yeah. I tried pushing Mongo. It was like the hardest thing to do.
I mean, I do it now, so but only if I'm... like, I still use it to go switch,
Yeah.
So if I'm, now I got so used to pushing regular that it's like, it feels weird like to go back to try to, unless I need like some super speed, you might catch me do that once or twice, No, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna have to make a shirt that says push Mongo for life.
And then of course you cut that part out of the clip, you just see me just do the rollaway,
You're like, Mongo, I don't know what Mongo is.
Yeah,
like, I push regular to get the speed.
Oh, you go, mango? Yeah, I like chili mangoes. Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Mango
cards? I used to get socked for pushing Mongo. Every push was one sock.
Oh, man. See, so that's how you learn.
Yeah, we would go skate, and someone would count how many times this guy pushed Mongo. Oh, 20 times.
Uh-oh.
And that was like middle school.
Good old friends.
yeah. I mean, but those were those guys, too, that were like ahead of my days,
right. And they're like
my time, like they were doing kickflips off like 10 stairs and back 180s off like 5 stairs, whatever. I mean, it's not impressive, but like to me, it was like that's like everything.
For sure.
That's something I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, the only way to really learn is to like you hang out with people that actually already know what they're doing. That makes all the difference.
It does.
But I mean, a lot of stuff like I skated in the '90s, so skateboarding wasn't that popular at the time. So we were just like, we pretty much had to learn by watching videos, just going out there and doing it. Maybe you'll know somebody that'll give you a trick tip, but it was mostly like, oh, you got to kind of learn on your own. We all learn on our own.
Yeah, like my first skate video that I ever watched was Zero Cold War.
Okay.
Till this day, I think it still holds up as probably one of the best skateboarding videos of all time, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like that, like if anyone would ask me, they would probably think like I said like Pretty Sweet or like Supreme or something. But I think like deep down, like if you really know me, Zero Cold War is like like that staple. Not only because it's my first video, but just the skating in it and like the skaters in it was just like, whoa. Like it's like something I've never seen before, and it's something I've always wanted to really see in person and like do. Like the way they fall, like dude, like the clips in there were like insane.
I know what you're talking about that because mine is 09 Live. That was my first
video.
Live
was good too. I think any Zero back in like the 90s, like early 2000s was like crazy.
Yeah.
Like just anything Zero was just always good.
Yeah. They always delivered.
And then like Dane Berman, because it was a fight between Tommy Sandoval and Dane Berman for their last part.
Yeah.
So they had to switch it up on like the premieres, and then on the DVD it was obviously Dane.
Yeah.
Which I mean.
You went to the premiere to that?
No, actually there was a video of like them talking about it. Like they had a fight. There was like who gets last part because Dane Berman had that 50-50 drop, and then Tommy Guns got that front side kick flip off the 20 stair on the 6th try.
Yeah.
So it was just like, if I had to choose, probably Tommy.
Tommy sounded more gnarly.
20 frontside flip down a
front side flip.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Because the other one, you said it was a drop, right? The other
50, but that drop was like...
It's a key. It's like
3 people like stacked together.
Yeah, it's like probably like dropping off your roof.
Yeah.
It's like a...
But it's like he 50-50 grind down the rail, and then he comes off, and he has to drop down to land.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was like a kink at the end, then it goes like a little straight bar, and then the drop. And then that wasn't like, I was like, so that one took a while, but but Tommy Gunn's doing a 6 try, I think, like 6 try.
Yeah, and he floated down that.
He did, and he did it like it was like it was nothing.
It was like Reynolds proper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He don't land like Reynolds, right? He don't squat down like that.
No.
No, see, yeah.
But it was still proper, like it was caught 90, flow, and then finish it with last minute with the rollaway. Clean rollaway.
You know who he lands like? He lands like Tommy Sandoval.
Yeah.
I was like waiting, like who?
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy's cool, man. I wonder if if he's still on the sober tip. Like I know he stopped drinking for a minute.
No, I think I saw a clip of him drinking not too long ago.
Okay, yeah. Well,
he kills it.
Still kills
good.
it.
Yeah, he still kills it. And he's good at BMXing too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he rips on BMX.
That's true.
Which is funny. Chris Cole too. I was surprised with that.
Yeah, there's another guy too.
He's a part of Colt, or like part owner or something of Colt.
I think he invested something in there, but he's like part of it for sure.
Yeah, Chris Cole. I think he makes like knives. He has like
he has like everything, man. Have you ever wore his or seen his clothing brand Omit?
Yeah.
Remember that brand?
Dude, that shit was
thing was sick.
I used to buy his shirts all the time.
Me too. Those things are sick. Those things are insane. I mean, it was short lived, but
it was a good brand.
It was a good brand, but it was kind of like an Altamont, kind of like like aesthetic, but it just didn't really hold up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Still cool brand. Very, very Chris Cole like
style.
Yeah, for sure.
I used to rock all his Fallen stuff. Anything he brought out Fallen, I had it like that.
Dude, the Fallen shoes were crazy, and those things were ahead of its time too.
Fallen?
Yeah, Fallen shoes were sick. Like the Rising Sun.
No, I remember those.
Dude, those were my favorite.
They were like the Muska board with the Rising Sun, but on a shoe.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had on the side they would have like the Rising Sun and everything.
Yeah, and it was like a mid top. So that was even cool. And they always had it like they had like red, purple, yellow.
Did you dress like the guys in Zero at the time? You were all,
I had like Fallen Chris Cole pants, like these like tight skinny jeans.
I remember that. I had the white ones.
I had a Zero like skull T-shirt that I found like at a thrift store like a long time ago, and it was like a size small. So like it was like up to like it was like up to like my waist, and I had like the Fallen shoes. Like I tried, cause it was Chris Cole, and he was like, it was just like, he has the same name as me, or I had the same name as him. Like I'm gonna dress like him, cause maybe I can skate like him. Unfortunately, I didn't, but it was just being a kid, it was like that was my inspiration. Like I want to be him, and he was. And then that tray flip he did at the San Francisco, Wallenberg, dude. I was like, what? I didn't know what that trick was. Like the way that it flipped, the rotation of it. And I was like, what the heck? What trick is that? And then, all I knew was 360 flip. And I was like, oh, like I want to learn that. What is that? And I still never learned to this day. Unfortunately,
I haven't got one myself either, man.
I know how to form it, but I can't land it to save my life.
Yeah, I think that's a goal I should put on the.
For sure.
On the list.
Yeah.
Like kickflips were my favorite. Like that was like I don't know if you ever landed a kickflip, but dude, kickflips were like the simplest / hardest trick
in like
all of skateboarding, in my opinion.
Heel flips were more easier for me. Listo, you want to?
I was gonna ask you, back in the days, because you say you wore tight pants, you had long hair. Did you consider yourself a Hessian, or like we're into like piss drunks or stuff like that? Because when I wore tight pants and skated with these dudes, like growing up skating and stuff, I was into like piss drunks and stuff, Baker, and then like I was like, all right, I'm a Hessian, But I don't know if you consider yourself a Hessian.
I wouldn't say I would, only because I was copying Chris Cole. So I didn't really know what the scene was, just like only basing the style off of video and like pictures.
Right.
So it wasn't really like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I'm just wearing clothes because this guy wears it.
Yeah. And you're like, hopefully I could skate like that too.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, for sure. And it was just, I don't know, like those clothes back in the day, like I still think about it. It's just like, I used to wear that.
Yeah.
Like, I used to wear like that skinny like pants and that small of a t-shirt. I used to consider like myself like punk. I guess like it was like, oh, like I'm a punk, because I knew some kids that were punk, and I always wanted to dress like that, and they would skate.
Yeah.
But they had like, they were like, you know, with the Liberty spikes or like the crazy mohawk.
Yeah.
The patch jackets and like the like the ripped pants and whatnot. So like seeing that too, and they skate, it was like, dude, like this is like someone Chris Cole would hang out with.
Yeah.
You know, and
yeah.
I got over it. Like eventually, it was just like, okay, what am I doing? Like I gotta wear some just regular clothes.
Dude, like you just reminded me of his style. Rest in peace, Vincent Nava. He used to dress like.
Dude, that's my girlfriend's. So his sister is my girlfriend's friend. So yeah, rest in peace, Vincent. I used to skate with him Downey Park.
Okay.
Yeah, so he used to teach me how to do a board slide. Like he was like doing a lot of board slides, and like I only do front boards. Like I know how to board slide, but I just don't like. I feel like if I board slide, I must slide back.
Okay.
So he gave me a few pointers, and like he would do it like flawlessly, and he was always just so like nice. Like he was such a cool kid.
Okay.
And this is before like I met him before like he was into like that punk scene. Like I don't know what that like scene is called now. Like, you know, how they wear like the Jordans.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know
with the spiky hair.
The spiky hair, you know, like kind of like the punk slash
it's
like
punk mixed with like
a retro punk, I guess you can say. But like this is like way before then. Like I just knew his name was Vincent.
Yeah.
But everyone knew him because he was local at Downey.
Okay.
And like he would give me some pointers, and I didn't really skate Downey skate park like a lot, but when I was there, he was there, and like I remember him doing like a backside flip off the 5-stair, like so clean, and I was just like, what the heck, like who
in
is
Jordans
this kid?
too?
No, he was wearing like I think he was wearing like Janoskis or something.
Okay.
Vans or Janoskis or something like that.
Okay.
Definitely like after like years passed by, and I started seeing him like on clips with like other friends of mine. Like I was like, that kid looks familiar. And I went on his page and I was like, oh yeah, this is the kid he used to skate with in Downey. So yeah, but yeah, rest in peace, Vincent.
Yeah.
Shredder.
Yeah,
he's shout out.
Yeah, he's a Southgate staple now, for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, that's
tragic.
Yeah, that is sad that he's not with us anymore. But yeah, I mean that's cool that you got to skate with them.
That was one thing I was just like, damn, at least I got to get a little bit of tips from someone younger than me, because he was well younger than me. I think by the time I'm 28 now, so he's probably like 21 or 20 something. But he was like, yeah, man, just when you board slide, just make sure you lean forward, so you don't, because I always sound like I'm scared to like lean back or like, you know, hit my head or whatever. And he's like, no, just lean forward. So he was a really nice, cool kid for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Shout out.
But yeah, rest in peace for sure.
R.I.P. Yeah. All right. What would be your local park then? Back in the days, or even now, are you still skating at all?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like I just went to Fullerton's parking structure not too long, like a few days ago with somebody. Yeah, so the day was raining.
Yeah.
Like really heavy, so we were over there. Yeah. My local park. I wouldn't say I have a local park because La Mirada doesn't have a park.
True.
So I was at either Norwalk, La Habra, or...
Was the Norwalk the fabricated one? Like the one that...
the metal park, but
the
they
metal park.
take a rest in peace to that park too.
Yeah.
But that was like, I used to take the bus.
My brother used to go there. They used to hide underneath the ramps, and, you know, the cops would come in and just checking it out, you know?
Yeah, I used to take the bus every day.
That's
like
cool.
After school, like go home.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like
I would never take a bus anywhere, man. Not as a kid. I would, because I got the big driveway, so
yeah.
I would just build my own stuff.
Yeah,
so,
I would skate in front of my house, but I was just like, what more can I do out here? Like I didn't have a rail. I didn't have like a fun box. Like I remember I tried making my own like ledge, like little like fun box, and my dad was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "I'm just trying to make this," and he's like, "You want me to help you?" I'm like, "No, it's okay." And like, I was like, got over it. I was like, I'll just go to the skate park, whatever. So I would take the 4 up to like up Imperial to Norwalk Boulevard. From there, cut through the city hall and just like get to the park, skate there till like it was like nighttime before the last bus. Like was on, and then skate back home. Take the bus, skate back home. And then same thing with La Habra, up Imperial, take it up to Beach. No, to Beach, and then skate from all the way from there to La Habra.
Okay, because I think one goes up and down Idaho. But...
Oh yeah, there you go, up in Idaho. Yeah, so it made the left onto Beach up to Idaho.
Yeah.
So I tried it, and then it would hit neither before Whittier Boulevard. Mm-hmm. So like from there, I would just cut through the neighborhood and get to La Habra.
Yeah.
And then, that was like, I guess you can say like those were like my local parks. I mean, we were always, being kids, like we were always like, damn, I wish La Mirada had a skate park, which they were gonna make one, but they ended up putting Splash right next in regional. Did you
have like street spots that you skated?
Yeah.
Like, did La Mirada have any street spots?
Next to Family Sports, where the thrift store used to be. Now they just put like the townhomes.
Right. Yeah.
There was like a little two-stair. Yeah, it was like a little like parking lot, basically, and just you would either skate behind Family, the ground there, like the two-stair where the thrift store was, the abandoned thrift store, like the factories up on Valley View.
Okay.
Like we would go there, but like I didn't know about any of these spots until like later on in my life. Like all I knew was like I even then like skate parks was still like new to me.
Right.
It's still like a I've always wanted to go to a skate park, and that was my first time I ever went to a skate park. It was middle school at La Habra. And I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's just so foreign. It was just like I only knew was street spots. So like when I hit like the bowls and like dropping in was like the scariest thing like known to mankind to me.
Yeah, I'm still nervous dropping in on that back quarter pipe, man. That back one.
The big one?
Yeah, the big one. I think it's tiny too. It's not even crazy. At La Habra. In the back they have that big quarter pipe.
Oh yeah. I think
not even that big.
I've only like dropped into that like twice.
Yeah, I've done it I've about a handful of times myself. But
I think the last time I was trying to do a hand plan on it.
I don't like that oververt. That's why.
It does have a little bit of oververt. I don't like that. It kind of comes around like a little wave. Because that trips
me out when I go down. Mm-hmm. Like I've rolled into it one time and I like speed wobbled at the end.
Yeah.
And I was like, never again.
Yeah.
Never again.
That park is fun though, man.
No, yeah, it's a good park.
It's not as smooth as most parks. You know, as long as you get there before the security, it's fun.
I know, dude. It sucks. I'm glad to have skate that park like when it was at its prime.
Yes.
Like when everyone would come. Like I remember there was a time where everyone from Whittier Skate Park, the Joe, the small one, and then everyone from Norwalk Skate Park, basically like everyone from like everywhere just went to La Habra.
That's cool.
And like even like
these
people
guys from over
from Chino too. Like people came from Chino.
Yeah.
But it was just like a random Friday. Like it wasn't even like planned. It was just like people came, and honestly the whole park was just like packed with people. It was like an amazing time.
I remember we even spent like we're from like West Covina, La Puente. Well, I'm from West Covina, La Puente, but
Fourth Ave,
Fourth Ave or La Puente skate park, but La Puente wasn't built back then. I was more at West Covina skate park.
Okay.
4th Avenue, I'll be there here and there, but I remember just spending a time a 4th of July one time right there at La Habra. Dude, it was such a fun time.
Yeah.
People barbecuing, the fireworks, and just the skateboarding. It was cool, man.
You mean my birthday?
Yeah, your birthday. Happy birthday, yeah. That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense, I hate 4th Ave. Too slippery.
See,
it's too slippery for me.
Yeah. And how many times have you been there? Couple?
A good amount of times.
Good amount of times? Okay.
I've given it shots. I just couldn't.
I had the same problem when I first got there. It was too slick for me. I was like, why do I keep coming here? And then one day I just got used to it. Just the slipperiness. And then I would see newcomers come in and going, dude, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember those days, man. Yeah. It's just so weird how like you learn to
adapt
to it. Because you have all the dust coming around because they have horses all around the area.
There's a bunch of dirt.
So I miss that park a little bit. It's been a long time since I've been there.
Same.
But I still like it, even though it's a little.
I mean, it's a cool park, like to flow for sure. Like if you know what you're doing, it's a good flow park. But for me, as like, I guess someone that's used to like, kind of like rockier, like not so like smooth ground, like rippier, like like a La Habra, like local, I guess.
Yeah.
It was definitely like. I don't think I can do this.
Yeah.
Because I think the first time I went there, I tried 50-50ing the Habra, and I overshot it. So like, I like basically just got on the Habra, but it was so slippery that my wheels just like slipped out, and I fell back and I hit my head. Ooh. And
that's that big Habra that goes down.
The ledge. Sorry, the ledge, like next to the circle rail.
Oh, okay.
To the fat rail.
The flat ledge.
The flat ledge. Sorry, I don't know. Like it's a Habra.
The mani pad.
The little mani pad thing. Yeah, like that. Okay. Like that was like I shot out and I hit my head, and then like I just remember like what am I doing here? Because 4th Ave was kind of like that part, because I didn't have a car at the time, or like my friends didn't have a car at the time. So when my buddy Oscar got his first car, he's like, hey, we're gonna go to 4th Avenue. I'm like, let's go. So I was like super excited because we've always like heard stories about it, like how cool it was. So then when we first got there, I was like, I'm a 50-50. Like, this is small. Like, I'm a 50-50 this.
Yep.
Boom. Ate crap, hit my head, got pissed off, and I skated around, whatever. And then, like, as time went on, like, I would go back and, like, I would try. Like, I still couldn't mani the freaking, that hub, like, that ledge.
The ledge, yeah.
Because it's so, like, it's too slippery. And then some people kind of, like, overwax it sometimes.
It can happen.
So like I'm just like I'm over it, and like the only thing I really skate is like the little snake run, and then the fat rail, and that's pretty much like the only two things I would, or like I would like ride down the block wall ride thing, or the brick wall ride thing. So I would like go down that thinking I was like cool. But and 4th Ave is a cool park. I mean, if you get really, like you said, like if you get used to it, like I'm pretty sure like you adapt to it fine, like you'll be all right. Like you can skate like any surface, to be honest.
That's true, man.
Hey, are you a street skater or a vert skater?
None. I mean,
he's a fun skater.
I tried both, man.
Skating for fun, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to say I was one of those, I would probably say street.
Yeah.
I tried vert like really like hard, like I tried it. I dislocated my shoulder at La Habra, like really bad one time. So like I think after that I was kind of like that's not for me. I just stick to skate like street.
You use the transition though, like as just for bumping.
I had
and stuff like that, but I
had like boards like I had a street board and then I had a vert board.
Okay.
And then like I think I was watching Pretty Sweet, and Elijah Burrell's part came on. He would skate a lot of vert, him and Raven Tershi. So I was like, I want to do that. Like, I want to go to La Habra and start skating the bowl. And like, I think I did like an axle stall, and I went back in. I don't know how it happened, but I went back in front side, and then like my left shoulder, like I don't know how I got caught, but I fell on my left shoulder and got dislocated. And it's like, it's funny because like this guy, Kurt, I don't know if you know this guy, Kurt.
I know Kurt.
Kurt Rocha?
No.
Oh, okay.
He drives a van.
Yeah.
He always has sunglasses on. He's always wearing black. He's a nurse.
Yeah.
Kurt. Okay.
Yeah.
Did he have like a...
Yeah. So...
shout out to Kurt.
Yeah, dude, shout out Kurt. Like, if you're watching this, like, you saved that day. So basically, this kid dislocated my shoulder. Like, this kid was watching me, like, skate, and, like, I ate shit, and then he was like, dude, your arm. And like I just remember like touching my left arm,
it was
and
kind of like dangling or what? Or...
Yeah, it was dangling, but I felt my shoulder bone.
Oof.
Like because it was popped out, so like I felt the bone, and I started yelling like loud, and everyone just kind of like came like around me.
Yeah.
He comes so nonchalant, just so like okay, come on, get up. So I get off into the bowl. He's like, all right. He's like, shut up and relax. All right.
Sounds like her.
Yeah, he's like, just shut up and relax, right?
Sounds
so
like
all right. So then he's like, grab your hands, go like this, hold it down, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count to 3, and I'm gonna pull your arms down. It'll pop back in. I'm like, no. He's like, just stop being a pussy. I was like, all right. So it did it, and he goes 1, and he freaking yanks the hell out of my arm,
didn't even get
and
to
all
3.
you hear is doop.
Oh, it popped back in?
Yeah, and I was like, oh. And he's like, feel better? I was like, yeah. He's like, good boy. You're good. Go skate. And everyone's just
really? Like... Really? Didn't tell you ice it, wrap it up?
He was like, there was this one old dude. Fudge, I forgot his name. He would. I don't know if you did. You ever skate La Habra a lot?
Yeah, I was there all the time. I knew Juan, Rudy, Nick. I know all the dudes right there.
Oh, okay, yeah. So there was like that white old dude. He would always have like that cruiser board.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So
board.
Yeah, and he was like, I have some.
His son was the one that stole the wax.
He stole wax.
His son, remember his son was like a scooter kid or something.
Oh yeah, and then,
we talked about it on the last episode.
Oh shoot!
So if you guys go check it out, you'll hear the story.
Oh shoot, dude! I didn't know that was his son. I thought that was like his. I didn't even know they were related.
The kid was there, like a scooter kid that was there. Yeah.
Oh damn! But he pulled up and he's like, I have some Motrin in the car.
Okay.
And so he's like, you want some Motrin? I was like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, here, just take 3. And I just took it.
We gotta look in to make sure that's his kid now. He's got Motrin in the car.
Yeah. Dude, I was just like, I was like, dude, my shoulder just popped out of place. Like, just give me whatever. Like, it was so sore, you know?
Yeah.
And and to that day, cause Kurt was so quiet, you know, and he was just so to himself. And then when he would skate, he was always in the back.
Yeah.
Like, he would always chill in the back.
Yeah.
And then when he went to go skate, he would just cruise around, you know.
Yeah, he would do old school tricks. He would do hand grabs, right?
He would just just do it his own thing, and then all the lokes know him, like Nick, Rudy.
Yeah. There's Juan.
You know, all those dudes knew him. They would always smoke or drink whatever, and he was kind of like I don't do that shit. You know, you guys can do it, but I'll just kick it here.
He was always cool to kick. We'd be partying
cool
and he'd just be kicking it with us.
Yeah, he's a super cool guy.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he was a nurse. That tripped me out. I didn't know he was any in the medical field at all.
That's cool.
Yeah, I found out too when I started following him on Instagram. I still follow him to this day. Mm-hmm. We keep in touch every now and then, but cool dude, man. He doesn't live.
Yeah, shout out Kurt, man.
He don't live in the state anymore. I think he moved out of state.
Oh no way!
That's probably why I don't see him around anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I see a lot of kids grow up in La Habra, man.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've seen him too when I was going there. When I was skating back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I would see some kids. Unfortunately, some of them, they don't skate anymore due to substances. But
yep.
Hey.
But shout out to everybody that does still skate, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I just had a little question. Did you go to the hospital right after dislocating and put it back, or you just let it be?
I'm Filipino, dude. I don't go to hospitals.
Oh man.
I tore. Whoever's listening to this probably might think I'm overreacting here, but I tore my ACL one time. I didn't go to the hospital.
Yeah.
I just tore it and I just got crutches and went on my way.
Well, I mean, I didn't skate for a year. I heard Dustin Dolan had his ACLs removed and he still skates.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's possible?
That's what I was tripping out on that.
How did you know you messed up your ACL if you didn't go to the hospital?
So, how do I put it this way? I have a clip on my Instagram. I think it's still up. Mm-hmm. I tried doing a board slide. So there's this skate park in Stanton called Schweitzer. It's super small, hidden skate park.
I know where it's at.
You know it's at, right?
Yeah, it's super tiny.
Hidden
and it's gated, right? You have to...
No, it's not gated. It's open. It's open skate park.
It's open skate park?
Yeah, it's open skate park. In Stanton, there's Stanton Skate Park.
Okay.
And there's another park. So before Stanton Skate Park, if you're going up Beach off Orange Avenue, it's off Prince Street or whatever. But it's in a small neighborhood. I'll send you the name of it and you can check it out. But so there's a down rail. And prior to this, I don't know if you guys know who Ryan Townley is.
Wow.
He skates for Welcome Skateboards. He's a pro. Okay. But he's a Fullerton Terrace. He rides for Terrace. But anyways, he's a Fullerton local. Anyway, so he does a lot of board slides. That's his main trick in my opinion, or from what I see is board slides. So after seeing the Welcome Fetish video, I went to the premiere. I got the DVD and I watched it the next day, and I was inspired. And I was like, dude, I want to do board slides like that.
Yeah.
So then, I went to that park, Schweitzer, and they have a down rail. So it's just it's not too high. You can't sack it. For my height, you can't sack it.
Right.
But it was enough for you to if you slip back, you're gonna get you're gonna get broke.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was this kid Junior, and he was good at skating, and he was board sliding the board, I mean, board sliding the rail, and I was just like, can you teach me how to do that? Like, can you, like, how do you give me some tips? And he's like, yeah, let me, like, just, when you go, don't lean back. You know, so basically what Vincent said, like, just don't lean back. So, after I got on the first, like, 3 times, like, I would get on and just let the board, like, shoot out from my feet. Yeah. To kind of just, like, get the feel of, like, how high, how, like, you know, where should I go? And, so once I got comfortable, I like went all out and I just like popped the board like as hard as I could. Got on, shot out, landed right on my left knee, my left leg. But what happened is that I think the way I landed, I put so much weight on my left leg that my knee kind of like pinched and then it like like you can see in the video like that my knee went like this. And like I just remember like falling and like yelling because they thought the board hit like my knee or something. And that's why I got like hurt. Yeah. I was like, I can't walk, and I was driving stick at the time. So like, so I had a manual car. So like, I was like, how am I gonna drive? I have work in like an hour. So then, yeah. So like, and then I don't know if you guys know who Dakota Roche is. Yeah. He used to be on Fit. He's on Colt now. I think, I don't know, but he's a pro BMXer anyways. Got in my car, so like this is how it happens. So I'm like limping to my car, whatever, and then he pulls up in his truck, and then I'm like, "Yo, you're Dakota Roche." And he's like, "Oh, what's up, man?" I was like, "Not much. I just busted my knee." He's like, "Oh man, that sucks. You good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go to work." He's like, "Oh, all right, man, have a good one." I was like, "All right, later." And like I went to work. I used to work at TJ Maxx right here in the Quad, and like. They were just like, dude, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I busted my knee. I don't know what's going on. And then I would like to say I tore my ACL because I couldn't skate for a year. I mean, I don't know if like that's how long ACLs really take to heal, but some say I bruised the bone in my knee.
Could be an MCL tear.
Or too. MCL tear. But ACL, MCL, but regardless, like I just effed up my knee so bad, like I just couldn't skate. And like once I got like I was living in a 2-story house, so like I had to like, and my room was upstairs. Yeah. So I had to like back myself up on the stairs like every day, and then I bought crutches at like a Savers. Yeah. You know, because I don't go to the doctor. Like if I get sick, like I just get sick. Like I don't. If I get hurt, like I get hurt. Like I don't. I have to die to go to the doctor. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I have to be on like you have like 30 minutes to live. Like if you don't go to the doctor right now, like
might as well go check in and go see what's going on.
Yeah, like I mean I should have went to the doctor, but I'm just so like whatever, I'll get over it. Like it'll heal in time.
So you said you captured that. Did you do a lot of filming while you were skating?
Tried to, yeah. I was always camera shy, so like if I did like have a line, I would take like 3 hours to like do it.
At least it's a line. I mean,
yeah. But I mean, there's times where, you know, my body would kind of just like, all right, just land it and get it over with so like they can stop filming you. But yeah, I used to film quite a lot. I have a few clips. Okay. And a lot of the clips that I used to have on my Instagram, like I archived it. Right. But I should probably like put them back out because I like to look back at it. Yeah. Like on my prime years, like 2016 was like my prime year. Like when I think like the biggest like stair set I ever did was a 8 stair, Lacerda 8. Yeah. And like I was gonna do the Lacerda 10, but I was like, no, I'm getting too cocky. I'm getting too cocky. Like I know it's only 2 stairs, but like just I rolled up to it and I was like, this is
big difference. So
I was like, this is pretty wild. Because the stairs the Lacerda 8 stairs they're a little bit thinner than the 10, so it's like that 10 was kind of like a 12 to me. And I was like, I don't want to.
Are you talking about the 10 stair that curves the runway? Like it's a 10 stair that curves on the side of the
next
school?
to the gate. Next to the gate with everyone skates. Yeah. I think Boris did like a tray flip or something like off of it.
Jimmy Carlin Nolly double heel.
Jimmy Carlin Nolly, yeah.
That was insane when I saw that.
I think what's his name? Someone was filming. I think like America Team was there for but I don't think they made it. I don't think it made it. Like any of those clips made it in the video. But it wasn't for Stay Gold. It was for I think Made Chapter 1 or 2. But I remember someone posted a video of like Figgy over there, I think he was like doing a kickflip or just like doing whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
But those clips never like surfaced on video. Like I never seen it ever since, only in that story.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Let's Turn to 8 was like my first like big like stair set. And like that's like one I had on video.
Okay, that's on video.
Yeah, hell yeah! I made sure I got that on video, dude.
I mean, if you're going for something like that, I would.
Yeah,
hope so.
for sure. Cause like I mean, like when I skate, like I don't really plan anything. It's more or less just like when I see it, like
right.
If I had the feel for it, so like I did the 7 at first, and I was like, all right, what's bigger? Then I went to the 8, and then I was like, let's go to the 10. And I was like, wait. Yeah, and I was like, wait.
I'm pushing it.
I'm pushing it, too. Yeah. I'm pushing it. So then we just ended up going to, like, Whittier Skate Park after. Okay. And then kind of, like, I would ollie off the, like, the little quarter off that.
Where the no-peen?
Yeah.
The no-peen?
Yeah.
The no-peen.
The no-peen.
But, I mean, like, filming-wise, it was more or less, for me, it was more or less, like, just go skate and just have fun. I never really took his skate like serious to a point where like, hey, I'm good enough to like film and like make a.
You just did it for fun.
You just did it for fun. But I mean, I did have a bunch of like skate video names like in my head. Like I had like promos like for skate videos that I wanted to make, like film and edit myself. But like, it was neither hard for me to get people to get into it, or for me like timing and like equipment was always tough because money.
That's true.
And like, you know, I had like an old like VCR camera, like the little tape one that my dad gave me, and I was filming with that for a cool minute. And then my buddy got like a digital one. He got like a fisheye. We were filming with that, and then I think we kind of just like lost it. Yeah. Or, you know, we just like, oh, let's just go skate. Like we don't like, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we really gonna do? You know. But I mean, for what the clips that I have, you know, what I have, like I do enjoy watching. Yeah. Because it was kind of, you know, just like
in your prime, right?
Yeah, like in my prime, or just in general, just like, I remember when we went to this like spot. I remember this spot, or I remember when we took this trip to go out here. Yeah. But
those are good memories to have, man. Yeah,
for sure.
Cool if you can, you know, put them back out and we can repost them too.
I'll definitely do that. But yeah, I was always camera shy though. That was always one thing. Like I didn't like wasting other people's time. Like I didn't want to take like so many like tries or like hours just to do one little thing. I know how that feels. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that was mainly the main reason why I never wanted to film, because it's like
especially like if you're skating with people that are good and you're like, God, you guys
like you get that time. Yeah, like you don't need to worry about an ollie.
It's crazy though, because these guys are in it with you and they're probably more excited because you don't do that much. Like for me, like these guys, they don't see me hucking it, but if I was gonna say like, hey, I'm gonna go do the semi-stair today, these guys would be like, oh, we're getting the camera out. Yeah. We're getting this. Yeah. You know, like they're gonna want to see that. You know what I mean? So
at that point too, like when the dude starts telling me like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking. I'm like, look, if you tell me we're sorry one more time, I won't film you. I'm here with you. Yeah. I want to see you.
Like I'm very like apologetic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm so like
I don't like that.
Yeah, and some people are just like, dude, just do it.
Yeah,
because I'm not worried about me. We got this.
I knew some people. Like I used to film this dude, and I'm not gonna say his name, but I used to film this dude, and he'd be like, one more try, and like maybe like 300 one more tries later, he still wouldn't land. He'd be like, one more. I'm like, dude, I gotta go. Yeah. Like, or it's been like 2 hours already, man. I'm like, you gotta bounce.
As a filmer, sometimes you gotta learn to patience. Be like, no, you gotta be. Sometimes you gotta learn to tell these dudes like, and that too. That's it. That's it, dude. That too.
You said 3 times. You said 3 more tries. Last 3 tries.
It gets tough, man, and it gets really like, you know, annoying and
well, you gotta cut them off, because if not, they're gonna sit there taking their chance. Like this guy, he'll do that to me all the time.
That happened to me the other day on a rainy day. We took a flat bar to a mani pad, and I was trying to quicker grind mani, shove it out. Like I had it. Like 2 more tries or 1 more try, but my friend had to go and he had to take his flat bar, you know. But dude, he's like, hey, I gotta take it. And I was like, one more. He's like, all right, 1 more, last one. I was like, 1 more, and then next thing you know, like, took it, and dude, I was so heartbroken. Like you did it. I was like, I failed, but
like I said, you gotta learn to cut them off, because if not, it'll just nonstop
keep going. I mean, for me, it's more just like, if I'm gonna be the one being filmed, I give myself like a certain amount of time or tries.
That's true.
I don't like to be like, 1 more try, and like knowing I'm not gonna do it.
Well, another thing too I do is when I film these guys, I go like, I'm not gonna start filming you till you show me you're actually committing to it. I'm not gonna sit there and film you kicking out.
That's true. Yeah. Like there's times where like somebody's super close, but then they start getting further away. You're like,
At that point too, you gotta kind of tell them like, hey, you're not getting close to it anymore. I'll give you 3 more tries, and if you don't get close to those 3 tries.
Or what I like to tell them to do is to let's land something you can do. Like let's build your confidence.
That too. That's
let's
one
build
thing.
your confidence back up.
Well, I mean that works good in a skate park, but when you're at a spot,
it's a whole nother story with a spot.
Especially if you got security issues or whatnot. You got to get it done.
Like at a park,
I can see the pressure's on.
Yeah, at a park, I feel like that works good. Let's move over here and try something else.
Or go get a couple crooked grinds on that ledge, and then we'll get that trick after.
Yeah, there was one time. Have you guys ever been to Mirada High School? So this. I don't know. Is it an 8-stair?
Oh, okay.
Well, there's an 8-stair in the back.
Okay.
Where I used to go to La Mirada High School, so the science buildings. There's I think it's an 8-stair.
I didn't think there was anything to skate in that school besides that stair set in the front.
If you go to the back, on the right side, there's an 8-stair over there. But so the stage was a really fun place to skate too. That was another staple spot for us to skate was the stage, obviously on the weekends.
Right.
But even on the weekends, sometimes people would be there security and stuff because there would be games going on in the gym.
Yeah.
Or there would just be something going on. But anyways.
But the 8-stair in the back.
There's an 8-stair in the back, and I told my buddy let's go skate it. I'm gonna ollie it first try or whatever. Being so confident, and let's put it this way: we were there for an hour, and all I did was roll up.
Roll up to it? Oh no!
And my buddy was at the other side, on the bottom.
Yeah.
Filming.
You didn't even send it?
No. He filmed every roll up, and it's funny because these kids were there. And the one time that I was gonna do it, this kid yelled yeah, you got it or something, right? Broke my concentration, dude.
Damn.
And I just completely shut down. I was like, no, dude, I can't. Okay. And then his buddy got pissed because he was like, dude, what? Shut the fuck up. I'm like, well, you just broke his concentration. No, he's not gonna do it. And then I would get back. I'm like, remember when you rolled up 30 times and didn't even
I just gotta give you that.
Yeah, it was hard. It was horrible, man. Horrible time.
Crazy. That's crazy. But we met before skating down the street, at the track.
Yeah.
Which is cool, man. That's we're you're asking to be on the show. I'm like, yeah, and then you roll up, you're like, I know you.
Yeah. No, when I saw Robert's episode, I was like, this guy looks familiar. Yeah. And I just looked through your Instagram and the page, and I was like, I was like, I used to skate with him at the track.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I used to skate with him at the track. Watch when I see him.
Hit the curbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I remember when you pulled up the first time. You were cruising around, and I think I was with a buddy of mine or something.
Yep.
And I was just talking to you, but yeah, those fun times, man. I missed the track. I love that spot.
Yeah, the curbs are fun, man. I wish I had skated them a little bit.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot there than I ever learned at a skate park. I put it that way.
Because that was when I used to skate. That's where I used to go. So I was so excited to be oh, I'm gonna get these curbs, and I came back to the spot, and I'm like, hey, they're still skating them. Somebody's still here.
Yeah.
So what I did was I rubbed brick the rest of it to go longer.
Uh-huh.
And I did all the salsa sauce, and I got it all prepped and everything, and now it goes even longer, but I haven't checked it out. I tried to go skate it I think it was last summer.
Uh-huh.
It was so dry, and then I was trying to wax it, and the wax was just melting off where it wasn't even staying there. It wouldn't stay on there, and it was just it wouldn't even work for me, so I just left. But yeah, man, that was fun nights, man.
Yeah,
fun times.
Yeah, for us, the only reason why we skated the track so much because it was the only spot that was open late.
Yeah, it was lit up.
We would be there 3 a.m, skating or whatever, just chilling in our cars.
Mm-hmm.
Or we would just got done skating and we were just chilling, talking. And it'd be 2, 3 in the morning, the lights still on, no one bothered us.
I pulled up there at 5 in the morning, and hit a couple of crook grinds, and then got back in my car and went home. Yeah, I was leaving from Julian's house, partying all pedo and shit.
Just stop by real quick.
The ladies asleep in the passenger seat. I'm like, oh, pull over real quick. Let me see if I can get.
She doesn't even know you stopped and got in a quick slappy in or something.
Just leave the car running with the heater on, and I'm like, yep, let's go.
Yeah, the place is fun, man. I never got hassled there.
No?
Actually, I got hassled there like twice by a cop, but
yeah.
I mean, really, in reality, like, there's nothing they can do because I mean, it doesn't say that we can't skate there.
It's a public place, right?
And the owners there actually like that we skate there. They actually petitioned to make a skate park in the field, but I guess since the field, I don't know, something was happening. But they wanted to because they're like, oh yeah, we want to get you guys a skate park here.
That'd be cool, man.
And I was like, dude, that would be sick. Like, I'm down to sign a petition, whatever.
A little plaza or something.
Yeah,
like
it was cool. I think
quarter pipes.
Like when it first opened, like we didn't even know like that we can skate. Like, you know, like we just kind of just pulled up in there.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, look at those curves. Like, look at. No, this was 2013. Mm-hmm. This is like, I think it opened 2012.
Okay.
Or 2012, 2013, whatever. But my buddy and I, we were gonna go to 4th Ave, actually, but it was too late, so we ended up going over there. And then we were just like, dude, let's just get the red curbs. But
yeah, all right. Let's take a break real quick.
Yeah.
So these
still wants to use the restroom.
Yeah, I gotta take a break really quick. The restroom.
It's all good. We'll be right back.
sorry.
Bathroom break. And back.
We're back. All right. Do you ever listen to music while you're skating? You ever pop in the earbuds or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like the only way I can really skate properly.
Okay.
But yeah.
I like that. It's kind of like a little cheat, right? It's
yeah, pretty much. I mean, it helped me out a lot. I mean, because you get in your own zone, and I mean, if I really want to take skating like serious, I guess I would not listen to music because I feel like I wouldn't pay attention to what I'm doing,
right?
Necessarily. But if I'm just there just to like hang around, then yeah, I'll listen to music. Especially if there's a lot of people around me. Yeah, I definitely listen to music for sure.
And what are you listening to?
It could be between rap or rock, like metal.
Okay.
I used to listen to like Iron Maiden a lot, for sure. Like Iron Maiden or like Black Sabbath. If I do like listen to rap, it'd probably be like MF Doom.
MF Doom.
Or like.
R.I.P. to him too. Right?
Yeah, R.I.P. to for sure. Sometimes Wu-Tang, but not really. Like I try to.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I try to listen to Wu-Tang a little bit, but it gets a little. Sometimes I get a little like. I need something more like pumpy, like something that'll get me like going. Alternative is really good to listen to, in my opinion. To like skate to.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of alternative rock for sure. But I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean,
that's cool.
I try not to, for them sometimes, but if I really need it, then I'll put some on.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell the difference if I jump on my board and I'm like, what's that? Oh, I need my music.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Yeah, but like I don't zone out like too crazy. I don't put them both in, just one.
Oh no, I need both.
Yeah, you need both.
I need both. If I do one, I freak out because it's like I hear my board, and then like I hear my music, and like I'm hearing like the outside world, and then hearing my music.
Okay.
So it's like I need both. It's like if I don't have both, I just won't listen to music at all.
Okay.
And like I can't do speakers either.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
I mean, I'll try to bring a speaker, but sometimes I go too far away, and then like I won't even listen to I won't even hear what the song is.
That's true.
But I don't know. Sometimes it gets frustrating listening to music while skateboarding, because like you're worried so much about like if you don't have a playlist set. You know what I mean? Like, or like this song just repeats itself, and you're like, stop trying to find a song.
Yeah, I just pop on the Pandora. I just
let it roll.
And like it usually knows my favorite, and if they play something I don't like, I'll just stop and give it a thumbs down or whatnot. But so it won't, and then it won't pop up again.
Right.
So, but usually, it's usually like like for me, like a little bit of reggae gets me going.
I haven't skated to reggae yet. I love to listen to reggae, but I haven't skated to reggae yet.
It's pretty chill. All right. Hobbies off the board.
I just picked up basketball recently.
Basketball?
I just picked up basketball recently, like taking it a little bit more serious.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just started doing that. But other than basketball.
Now, on the basketball, you're playing the games or you're just shooting around?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I do pick up games every now and then.
That's cool.
I mean, my body right now is still foreign to it, so I'm like still trying to get like my.
Your conditioning?
Like, conditioning, like my body, like my breathing. I don't know if you guys can probably hear, but I have like a really like
a little bit of raspy.
A little raspy, or like when I breathe in, it's like.
Yeah.
I've been having asthma lately.
Okay.
It's been kicking in a lot lately, but I'm trying to get like my stamina you know, going. Because like when I play like a pickup game, I'm like like dying.
Yeah.
I'm like literally like
careful,
out of breath.
Do you have to use one of those inhalers or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I use my son has asthma too, but he like stole his inhaler.
Oh shit.
Because I was like, if I'm gonna play, like I'm gonna need one. So I just took one of his, and I pop that like in between games or whatever. But for the most part, what I like to do is just kind of shoot around. Yeah. Because I'm not good at all, man. Like if you ever see me play ball, I miss
shooting a basketball, man. I was pretty decent shot, you know.
Yeah.
But playing, you know, it's a whole different story. I was getting swatted here and there, you know.
Dude, I don't know how to like dude, like man to man. I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, play 1-on-1 or what? Or no, or like just take on
somebody.
Like
we'll be playing 5 versus 5, and it's just like, hey, man to man. I'm like, what does that mean? Or like my guy would be all the way at the court already. I'm like right here, and I'm like, go get your guy. And I'm like, oh shoot, my bad.
or when you play horse, it's like playing skate.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played horse in like years, but
I bought a hoop here because I was doing so bad at basketball. Mm-hmm. So I purchased my own hoop, and I started practicing and shooting with my left hand, and so because we play in the warehouse at work, and that was even tougher because we shot into an actual crate, like a square crate.
Oh shoot!
So the ball had to go in like perfect for it to go in. Mm-hmm. So when I bought the hoop, that thing felt like it was enormous. I was just like draining them, but I had to learn to shoot with the left. And so when I went back to work, I was like, and then they were up in the air just waiting to swat me, and I'm like, little layup on the left hand. They're like, oh, what? They're like, what's going on here? Where'd you learn that move? You know, so
I'm still very foreign to it right now. I watch a lot of basketball.
I don't miss you get a lot of blisters. Like for me, like because I'm not used to like juking and all the footwork. So when I played basketball, like just to play, my feet were just tore up, man. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I'm still that too. Like learning like the kind of shoes to wear, socks.
Yeah, I guess
how to really like use your feet to your advantage. I guess.
Buy some basketball shoes.
Yeah, like I have Kobe's right now. Like I just got some Kobe's. My buddy gifted me because I told him, like, I'm playing basketball. He's like, oh here. Dang. So he gave me some Kobe's, and
that's cool.
I mean, you can definitely tell a difference between like regular shoe versus like actual basketball shoe.
Right.
You know, just like how you can tell the difference between like a skate shoe and like
correct.
You know, like I guess like a non-skate shoe, but like after using those, you know, my feet got a little bit more comfortable. But definitely like shooting right now, like I'm probably like I'll make like 1 out of 10.
Okay.
Still,
it's all good.
Yeah, I'm still learning. Like my left hand is like kind of getting in the way of it. I'm still I don't know like the basics or like the you know like the simple like, oh yeah, this is how you shoot. Like I don't know, like just throw the ball and hopefully it gets in the.
You gotta learn. Hoop. That's where you start. Just practice
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What other hobbies were you gonna say?
Just being a dad.
Being a dad, right? It's a big responsibility.
Yeah, being a dad.
You said how many kids?
I got 2 kids. Two kids, boy and girl. My son's 3. My daughter's 2.
Okay.
So, maybe you said they were both born in September too, right?
Born in September. So Roman and Sophia. So my oldest is my boy. So he was born September 16. Sorry. And then my daughter is born September 6.
Okay.
So they're back to back basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm born September 25th.
Wow.
So all 3 of us are There's so many. It's funny because there's so many birthdays in September for us. It's like not even funny.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. Like I probably have like more than I can count in my hands. Like in just that 1 month.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. You guys all get down at the same time.
Yeah. Pretty much. No, pretty much, dude. Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, dude.
What do you like about being a dad?
Man, it's a tough one. And not in a bad way. Tough one, not in a bad way, but like, you know, like it really opened my eyes to like certain like aspects of life, as far as like, you know, what to do and like what you're doing in your daily life, like the decisions you make, like the littlest things can really, you know, switch up your whole, you know, whatever's going on in your life. But you know, after having my 2 kids, like after having my first one, really opened my eyes up to like just being a little bit more humble, more patient, I'm very like impatient. Like I'm a very impatient person. Mm-hmm. Like my son's very hyper.
Yeah.
So like, you can tell him to do something and he like neither won't do it or he'll do it, but like you kind of have to like keep telling him, which I mean he's just it's normal kid stuff, but like learning just to be patient. But I think that the best thing like that's come of it is responsibility, as far as like I said, like you asked me like if I drink or like smoke, and I told you no. I don't drink if I have my kids. I won't even drink a beer.
Right.
It's like, just drink one or just have one shot. Like, no, like if I'm driving and I have my kids, I don't want any alcohol in my system.
Very
you know what I mean?
And
like even like I said, like on occasion, like I drink whatever, but like my kids need to be safe. Like they need to be somewhere where I know that they're good. Like whoever's watching them, I can trust that they can watch them. Like I don't want to have that worry in the back of my head.
Right.
But I mean, honestly, just being a dad in general is just amazing.
That's awesome.
It's fun because it's like you get your own little you.
Yeah.
And my son really looks like he's like a spitting image of me, and he's really big. So he's 3. And he's like almost like he's already over my hip.
Yeah.
So he's tall. He's gonna be over. The doctor says he's gonna be over 6 feet.
Wow.
When I'm 5'4", like 5'4", 5'5".
Okay.
So he's gonna be way taller than me. And then my daughter too, because my girlfriend's taller than me, so she's gonna be in the tall side. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna be the shortest in like my own family, but
it's all good.
I mean, just being a dad, honestly, it's dope.
Has he asked for a skateboard or has
he like we'll go to like he'll see my board. And he'll be like this one, like he can't really talk yet. Like he say words and all, but like he sees the board and he's like he'll write it.
That's cool.
And my daughter too, like she'll hop on. So I still want to get him like his own little board, like his size for his size.
That's what I said. Like you can just go to the Walmart first and see if he sticks with it.
Yeah. Cause he's very like active. Like he likes to play basketball. He likes to baseball. Like he sees a ball, he's like ball, and he likes that. He'll like throw it. He'll know how to throw it. He'll know how to like use the bat to like hit at the t-ball.
That's cool.
The skateboard, like he'll get on. He'll like come here, like help, and like I'll hold him.
He knows to stand on it.
He knows how to stand on it. He doesn't like before like I used to like sit on the board.
Right.
But that's how I learned. But he sees me do it. He's like,
so he goes, "This is how it's supposed to be done." So hold my hands because I'm gonna stand on it.
And it's sick, dude. It's so fun.
That's cool. Shout out to being a dad, man.
Yeah. Shout out to all the dads out there, actually.
Shout out to your family. Dude,
thank you.
Real,
yeah, shout out to all the dads and moms, man. I don't think they get enough credit, honestly.
Yeah.
Not tooting my own horn here and saying I need credit, but there's a lot of fathers and mothers out there that probably don't get so much credit, for being what they are.
Oh yeah.
And some bring themselves down. They don't know like how well they're doing, and. It's just part of life, I guess. But shout out to all the mom and dads for sure.
Shout out.
New moms, new dads, old moms, old dads.
All right. We're winding down here. You guys got anything? Listo, you have any other questions?
Walter, you got a question?
Not really. I mean, we tapped into almost everything right off the checklist. Naturally.
Yeah. I love when that happens, man.
Sorry, I talk a lot.
That's good.
It's what the podcast is all about, man. Getting to know you, getting to know, and on and off the board as well.
So I got a question though, but now that I remember that, I asked you that if you had a question because I was thinking of one because you got me off guard. But who's your favorite skateboarder, bro?
Figgy, Justin Figgy Figueroa, best skater in the world.
Killer Pizza.
Killer Pizza, man. Like I met him once. He took a picture of a tattoo I got of his artist that he made for a board. Okay. So it would be this one right here.
Okay.
So he took a picture of that, and I was like psyched because I was like, "What the heck? Like this is insane!" But yeah, Figgy, man, Figgy and Louis Lopez for sure.
Louis tight.
Yeah, Louis Lopez, and then
man.
Obviously, like Chris, like like the three main. So like I have like these 3 main like skaters from when I grew up. So P-Rod, Eric Costin, Chris Cole are like my 3, like my top 3 like skaters. But like personally, my favorite has got to be Figgy and Louis Lopez.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah, it all starts somewhere. Like for me, I would see Sean Sheffy, and I was like, that's my dude. And then you start growing up, and you're like, wow. I mean, right now, Jamie Foy is like just killing it out there. You know, so I mean, but I support. I like Chocolate what they do. You know what I mean. So I support their brand. I like the twin paddle board. So it's my favorite skateboard right now.
The twin pedal one?
Yeah, because I like to skate switch regular, and then it just, you don't have to think about which way your board's facing.
Whatever,
you just go. Both of them are just ready to go, man.
I remember when those boards first came out, I was like, what the heck? This is weird.
Oh, I love them.
It was weird to me because it's like, you know, you're so used to a nose. So then when you see like your tail be a nose.
Yeah.
And then you switch it, it's like your tail's still a nose. It's like, okay.
But it takes away that factor. Like if you land something fakey, or something, or whatever, you're good still, or you don't have to like like do a shove it or anything to turn your board back around.
I got another question. Who would you like to see on the show next?
I like that one.
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, you liked a post of mine when I first asked you if I can be on the show. But Sammy Montano.
Oh, Sammy Montana?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Peak local, for sure.
Dude, that guy's rad, man.
Yeah, he's insane.
Yeah, he's skates.
I don't know his schedule or anything, or like, you know.
I believe he skates for Alien Workshop.
Alien Workshop, yeah. He's super, super cool, nice guy.
He's a rad dude, man. I see him at Fullerton a lot.
Do you?
Yeah, like I'll see him skating Fullerton with, he'll stop by with like Ronnie Krager. He'll sit there with, I always forget the other dude's name, but, yeah, man, he's a rad dude. So
yeah, he's sick.
First time I met him was at the Identity Board Shop. He had a shoe release.
The Globe?
The Globe shoe,
I have all his shoes. Yeah. I have all his shoes and his boards.
Yeah. So, dude, it'd be tight to get him on.
Yeah.
You know? I know he's been.
I guess he's not guest, but he is one also my favorite. Because, I mean, I kind of know him, not personally, but like we'll talk every now and then. Like I'll DM him, whatever.
You never know. Maybe we can get another pro on the show.
Yeah, man.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be sick.
Cool.
Yeah, I was psyched when he got on, when he went pro for Alien, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he rips.
Yeah, he does.
He rips.
See him skate in person is like,
it's amazing.
It's insane. Yeah,
he tears up.
Even before he went pro, it was just like, I told him, I was like, dude, in like a year or two, you're gonna go pro.
Yeah.
He said, oh, don't say that. Like, you never know, you know. And a year or two later, like, he became pro. So
that's rad.
And especially from Alien Workshop, like that's such a sick company to be on. And then on Globe too.
Globe, yeah. So, I remember when Rodney Mullen was on Globe, I was buying his shoes and
yeah, he was Ronnie's insane. Ronnie's insane.
He's like the master of skateboarding, dude. He's like the one that wrote off every trick.
I remember I tried to do the handstand, hand plants like back in the day. Like, just out of, like, just stupidity, like, on my grass. But, you know, obviously I never had the balance for that. But, yeah, dude, Ronnie Mullen's a freaking godfather of skateboarding, man. He really changed up the game. Him and Day One Song,
Him and Day One. That was the best.
I got one more question. Last question. If you could take your family on vacation for a week, where would you take your family?
That's a good question.
Legoland.
It's like, damn. Hawaii, probably.
Okay.
Hawaii, or actually no, the Philippines.
That's what I was about to say.
Sorry, the Philippines, not Hawaii.
Let's go back to
Yeah, I want to go back home. Yeah, the Philippines is sick, dude.
I bet.
You guys ever get the chance to go?
I would love to, man.
It's cheap over there.
Yeah. Try some balut.
Dude,
I'm kidding. I won't do that.
Dude, I was gonna say.
I won't do that. No. I'm kidding.
Dude, I can't either. There's no way. If you want to try it, there's a place in LA that sells that stuff.
I bet. So. Oof. Nope.
Just go there and there you go. You get your Filipino experience. Yeah. Philippine experience.
All right. Before we get out of here, we always ask the guests to pick a crazy question.
All right.
Let's see what we get this week. I love
it. Do I read it or I give it to you?
You can read it.
Okay. Let's see. If you got guest board, what graphic would you want? Winnie the Pooh.
Oh man, I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think about it.
That was cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know if you do you know Jason Dill? You guys know Jason Dill, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of his first boards for 101 was a Winnie the Pooh board. It was like he asked the artist he wanted like something with Winnie the Pooh. And so when I saw that podcast, when I saw that interview. I saw the board, and I ended up getting that board tatted on me.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so I have it right here.
Another one. All right.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just like, dude, if I ever get like a board, if I can ever customize a board, it'd definitely be Winnie the Pooh for sure.
And what team would you want to be a guest on?
That's a good question. Probably FA. Fucking awesome. If I could, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would be like, oh, of course.
Well, I don't know.
Either that or Alien Workshop.
Okay.
But I mean, that would be kind of hard to have like kind of that aesthetic.
Right.
We need to put
you would
Alien
think.
Workshop,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. I see what you're going with.
You know what I mean?
The
But
aesthetics. Yeah.
Really, to me, or Crooked would probably be one. Like
Crooked
Mark Gonzalez do like a. Mark Gonzalez makes the Winnie the Pooh like kind of.
Cool.
You know,
there's
drawing
obscure art.
Yeah, some obscure like Winnie the Pooh art. That'd be sick.
Dope.
But for sure Winnie the Pooh, hands down.
All right, man. Any shout outs before we get out of here?
Yeah, I mean, shout out Sammy Montano. Shout out Robert. You know, he was here. Am I after him or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, shout out Robert. When I saw.
Actually, Victor Brooks, and then
Victor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So shout out Robert. I mean, I met him at Family Sports.
Okay.
See, he always tells me that I'm the bane to his existence.
Oh, you're talking about Robert, the one that okay.
The kid that was a guest here.
Right, the Family Sports guy.
Yeah.
Okay, because my friend Robert was just on the
Oh,
show.
Yeah. No, yeah, Robert Alameres.
Yeah.
I think that's his last name. Raw Dog.
Raw Dog.
Yeah, shout out to Dog Pound too, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, his brand's sick. It's a sick brand, but yeah, shout out Robert, man.
Okay.
But
and anybody else? Family?
Yeah, shout out my kids, my girl, Elisa, Roman, Sophie, all the Andayas out there. Shout out to just all my homies, friends. Thank you. Shout out to you guys for having me here, honestly.
Well, yeah, of course.
It's a long time coming. I mean, it's been, 2 weeks? But
oh, yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm going to
We had to move some things around the schedule-wise.
As I'm here.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to work with us. You know, so that was perfect.
Happens, you know? It happens. But thank you guys for having me, for sure. And shout out to you guys for doing all this. Because, I mean, if it wasn't for people like you, like, we wouldn't... I don't think skateboarding would really be, you know, what it is today. And,
damn.
I mean, I know, like...
Thank you.
I know, you know... Like, skateboarding is obviously huge and all, but, you know, for you to keep this up, you know, for something like this, like I said, like this wall, this house is like a skateboarding paradise for me. You know what I mean? Man. So it's like all this memorabilia, all the boards, like, man, this is insane. But, I mean, you know, the little things really count, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out to you guys for sure.
And we appreciate that, man, because this is what we do it for. So, you know, we can give local skaters their voice and, you know, a platform to share their story. I mean, we all end up on the skateboard, but we don't know how we got there. You know what I mean? So it's cool to hear everybody's story. And listo, shout outs?
Yeah, I got some shout outs. Shout out number 1, God First. Shout out my family. Shout out my brothers. Shout out my skater homies. Shout out Where the Locals Sk8. Shout out Chino for coming out. Shout out to everybody staying positive, doing hard work out there. Shout out to Jose Ray Poppy on Instagram. He's fighting cancer right now, and you know, sadly, he fortunately got sad news from the doctor saying he got a couple months to live. So stay strong and prayers, and stay strong, brother. Brother.
You know, shout out to Chino for coming out. Thank you, man.
Thank you for having me.
Cool to meet you. You know, I want to check out our page. It's called Off to Lunch. It's our squad that we're starting off, and we're filming a full-length video. If you follow us, you'll see our weekly clips that we get. You know, give us a follow and keep up with us. Give us support. Kind of same thing like Robert's doing, you know, but we're doing our own thing. And then shout out to all the homies on the squad killing right now. Shout out to my family. Been supportive lately with my journey that I just started. And thank you to everyone watching.
Yes, sir.
I mean, La Habra, anyone working for La Habra, no more helmets, please. No more helmets for La Habra skate park. Can we bring it back to the old days?
We're trying to get rid of that rule.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's tough to see. See how it is, but.
All right.
You know, but.
Again,
thank you guys
Chris,
again.
Dude, thank you very much for coming down, and we appreciate
you guys for having me, man.
And of course, thank everybody out there for tuning in. Of course, I gotta thank my crew holding it down on the 1s and 2s today. Please subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that like button, on notification bell, so you know when we're dropping a show. Please leave a comment. Let us know how we did. If you know somebody that wants to be on the show, also leave us a comment. You can hit us up on the Instagram at Where the Locals Sk8. I am OG Skate Show. Till next time.